Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou is over. It has concluded, and Francis got robbed. Francis beat up Tyson Fury that fight. I don't know what the judges were watching. One judge scored it. Let me look here. 96-93 for Tyson Fury. I'm not sure how you can come up with that. Not only was there a knockdown by Francis Ngannou, but Francis just the whole time, every time he would hit Fury, it would get a reaction out of Fury, and Fury didn't like it. Francis was throwing good body shots. He was throwing good headshots. Again, outside of the knockdown, there were another few times where he had clipped Tyson, and Tyson would dive in on the clinch. Especially one moment, I believe it might have been round 7, where Tyson Fury's coming forward. He gets clipped by Francis, and then he dives for a takedown for it not to be a knockdown. But he was hurt bad, you know. You could argue it should have been a knockdown for Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou completely made a fool out of me. He made a fool out of everyone who said that he was going to go out sad in this situation. He did not go out sad. He went out as, the guy. He went out as a complete boss. Look at this man. Fumbled the bag, as you see here. Many people took shots at Francis Ngannou, and we were wrong. I was wrong. Francis went out there. He looked stronger than Tyson Fury in the clinch. He knew what to do. He was doing some Muay Thai clinching with uppercuts, dirty boxing, Randy Couture style. He was bringing in the MMA. You saw it. There was moments where they were in the clinch, and Francis would post off and be looking and look for that punch on the exit. He was basically doing what you see him do with takedown defense. You know how when guys go for a takedown, they stuff the takedown and then they transit. We've seen it several times. You don't really see it in boxing. You don't see sprawl and brawl in boxing where you clinch and then look to punch off the clinch. You don't see it as much, but that's what he was doing. Those same techniques that he does in the octagon, you were seeing them in the ring. And he looked way stronger than Tyson Fury to me. I think his guard was really strong. His guard was tough to break through. Tyson Fury wasn't able to lean on Francis the way he was able to lean on a Deontay Wilder type, someone who's a lot skinnier and more wiry, but definitely not as strong as Francis Ngannou. I think he realized how strong he was, and Francis, he looked more fit. You could see it. In their physiques, and Tyson never looks jacked or anything like that, but against Wilder he was definitely the bigger man and the stronger man and things like that. Not the case against Francis Ngannou at all. Francis Ngannou also, let's look at this, punch for punch, I'll say this, punch for punch, Francis Ngannou hits harder than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, yes, he has one of the best right hands in the history of boxing. His explosive, the timing on it, everything where it just hits you. If it hits you, it will hurt you. The right hand of Deontay Wilder, that's great. That's the only punch he has that's better than Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou has a better uppercut. He has a better hook. He has every other punch from Francis Ngannou is better and stronger and more powerful than Deontay Wilder. Also, Francis Ngannou showing the ability to switch stances, going from orthodox to southpaw, making Tyson Fury think twice and switch southpaw as well. A whole thing. It was beautiful to watch. Francis Ngannou, he really put on for the MMA crowd, man. He really did. He really went out there and showed out. And think of how great this could have been for Dana White, man. Think of how great this could have been for him. He could have had the UFC champion go in there and put on a performance that he just did against Tyson Fury. And maybe the rematch could have been done in the UFC. Who knows? Maybe it's maybe it's Dana White that fumbled the bag on this one, because Francis Ngannou proved that he belongs in a boxing ring. He looked great, and I want to see him fight guys like Andy Ruiz. I want to see him fight guys like Luis Ortiz, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. I would watch Francis Ngannou fight those guys. He looked great. So that's my take on this one. I'm pretty sure that's all I got. I think it was a complete robbery, by the way. 100% Francis won that fight, in my opinion. I don't know what you're watching that says, yeah, Fury won that fight. You could even, not that damage is a big indicator, but, looking at their faces, Francis had a little swelling under his eye, but Fury looked like he just lost the fight. And I think Fury knew he lost the fight, I think he knew that. But Also, let me scroll down here. Did Saudi promise Tyson a win in exchange for them making it a pro fight? That's another point I wanted to hit on. Saudi Arabia, they're throwing a lot of money at people. This was supposed to be an exhibition. This was not confirmed a pro fight up until like a couple days ago. You know what I mean? Just until, that's when they announced that it was a pro fight. So did they get Tyson Fury's blessing to put this on their records and things like that in exchange for a guaranteed win if it goes to distance? If it goes to distance, it's a guaranteed win for Tyson Fury. Is that possible? I would say it is possible. I'm not saying it did happen, but I wouldn't put it past anybody when there's so much money riding on the line, things like that. Just something to think about, just a question. Yeah, that's all I got, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you agree with me, disagree with me, it does not matter. Just join the discussion and please follow for more. Thank you. You are appreciated.